Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Welcome to the channel. Well, what you're looking at is a simulation in Maya, and I'm going to show you how to create this, right? These are a bunch of cubes interacting with a sphere that is stationary on this ground plane, and you can see all the cubes rolling off of it, and there's actually even a little stack on top, but I'm quite sure that one will fall off as well, and if not, then it won't, but hey, it's a simulation, so it's not a manual animation, so it can respond any way it likes. You can really see that stack going, right? Now, the difference between an animation and a simulation is this is based off of physics, right? There are certain fields appointed to the individual components that once you run the simulation, it will act in a certain way. Funny thing is, if I run this again, it will probably respond in a different way. Now, if this were a manual animation keyframed individually, then it would be the same way every single time. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. It's not that complicated, and it's a lot of fun, and you can use it for a lot of different things. Okay, so let's stop this, and actually we'll just start with a brand new scene. Okay, so we're going to go to File, New Scene, and not save this. So what do we need? Well, we need a ground plane. So we're going to grab a plane up here. We're going to hit R. I'm not going to make that nice and big. We need a sphere sitting on the floor. So we're going to go and hit W, raise that up. And actually, let's make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to position it right there. Okay, so we got these two. Now, what else do we need? We need our little cubes. So we're going to grab a cube, and I'm going to hit W, move that up, and we're going to make a bunch of copies, right? So let's hit 4 so you can see what I'm doing. Control D to duplicate, move it over a little bit. Let's hit Shift D a couple of times. Then we're going to go and grab those. Control D again. Let's move them over. That looks about right. Shift D, one more, why not? Then we got those, and we're gonna go and hit Control D again, and then W, raise that up. Shift D, and there you have it. All right, we'll make sure that these are sitting on top of our sphere, right? So let's just move this over here. It doesn't have to be exact, but something like this. Okay, cool. Now, we got all the components we need to make this work. Now, I said that we're going to add fields, right? So let's start with that. You can find those under Fields and Solvers under the FX menu, right? So I'm going to grab the floor, and I'm going to Shift, click, and grab the sphere. These two will be static. They won't be moving. They're fixed in place. And these are referred to as passive colliders. So under FX, go to the Field Solver menu and go to Create Passive Rigid Body. It's not going to move, right? So there you have it. What about our cubes? Well, they will be moving. So we need to turn them into active rigid bodies. So we're going to drag select all of them. We're going to go up to Fields and Solvers, and we're going to create an active rigid body. Okay, that will take a minute because it has to add that to each individual cube. So make sure you don't group that or combine the mesh or anything like that, because then you will get one solid block. So these are all individually assigned, and next thing we're going to do is add gravity. Because there's no gravity in the scene, if I hit play right now, nothing will happen. Because the cubes don't know that they should fall, right? Hit stop, go back to frame 1, and while we're at it, click here and set the scene to about 200 frames. That's plenty, right? Cool, so gravity. I still have it selected, Field Solvers, and gravity. Now, the first time you run the simulation, it will be quite slow because it has to calculate the cache. So we're going to hit play and let's see what happens. and it's working perfectly. And the ones that reach the edge of our plane, they will just drop off because there's gravity assigned, right? So take notice of that guy flipping and spinning around there, right? What we're going to do is we're going to run it again and see if that happens again. And the simulation is different this time. And there are always small variances that will have an effect on each other, making the scene unique, right? This looks a little bit like the one before, but now it's kind of bouncing off that stack right there. There you have it. So this is very powerful. You can use this for so many things. Dropping marbles in a bowl, for example, right? Having a marble hit xylophone steps and adding sound to it. And I saw a great example of that. Was very cool. So yeah, have a lot of fun with it. That's the main point. So yeah, that's how you do that in Maya. That's it for me and for this video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you have request videos, let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments as well. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. Have fun with Maya, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.